Welcome back, dear storytellers at Storytelling DIY. Today I'm going to introduce you to a new technique which is called Pourquoi stories. Pourquoi is French for why, and in that story you explain how something became the way it is today. Now, you don't have to stick to the facts. You can do anything as outlandish as you want, as long as you explain it how it looks like today. So let me give you an example of a Pourquoi story. At a time when the world was still young, rabbits looked very different from today. In fact, they had ears like Obi-Wan Kenobi here. They had short ears. Not only had they short ears, they also had a long and bushy tail. So rabbits look very different from today. And also they were friends with foxes. They lived together in the forest with foxes side by side, big friends. One winter, when it was very cold and it had snowed a lot, the rabbit family had hardly anything to eat left. And Rabbit Fred was sitting in front of his burrow one day when he saw his neighbor friend Felix, the fox, walk by. And Felix had a stick over his shoulders with lots of fish hanging from it. In those days, rabbits also ate fish. So Fred asked Felix, "Oh, Felix, can you give me some of your fish for my family? We are close to having nothing to eat today." But Felix said, "Well, sorry mate, can't do that. I have to feed my own big family today too. But what I can do is I can show you how to fish." "Oh, great idea. So just wait a sec until I bring it home and then I show you how to fish for your meals." 5 minutes later, Felix and Fred walked through the forest. Felix said, "You have to go to the very end of the forest to the lake." It took them half an hour to get there, but once they were there, Felix then instructed Fred. "Now, dig a hole into the ice and put your tail into the ice. Move it slightly so the fish will think there's something to eat for them, and when they come, and tug slightly on your tail and you feel just the slightest tug, wish it out and you can throw the fish onto the soil." "Okay, easy," Fred thought. "Well, that's all you have to do, but you have to be patient, so you have to sit there for a while until things happen." Okay, so after that, Felix went home to his family to have some fried fish. And Fred sat there with his tail in the water, moving slightly. Nothing happened, nothing tugged. Hour after hour, and he was getting really cold and tired. So when the sun had gone down, he thought, "Nah, doesn't work today. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow." So he got up and wanted to go home, but he could not get up because, looking back, he saw what happened. He was frozen into the lake. The lake had closed, the eyes of the lake had closed around it, and he was stuck with his tail. "Help," he said, "help, someone help me. I'm stuck, I want to go home." Nobody heard him until he heard a voice. "Who was making all this ruckus in the woods. It's me, Fred said. I'm stuck, help me. Ooh, the old owl, the owl said. How can I help? I have no hands. Well, think of something. I'm freezing my butt off, literally. So the owl came up with an idea. How about on 3, I pull on your ear and you pull on your tail. That should get you free. So 1, 2, 3. The owl pulled one ear of the rabbit and Fred was pulling hard on his tail, but no, didn't work. The owl actually had a look at the rabbit and thought, and suggested, why don't we try one more time? Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. The owl now pulled at the other ear, and Fred pulled very hard on his stuck tail, and yes, he got free and ran home in no time. Opened the door to his burrow, closed it shut, ran through the corridor, past the mirror, stopped in his tracks, looked at the mirror. What happened to me? Because as the owl was pulling on his ears, they grew longer. And as he got unstuck from the lake, his tail actually had broken off. So now he had a little stubby tail. And that's why rabbits now look like this: short tail, long ears. And also, they are no longer friends with the foxes. They no longer eat fish. So now it's your turn to tell the Pourquoi story. For example, why pepper is red, yellow and green. Why the rain is falling in drops. How the salt got into the sea. And a few more examples up here. Give it a try. Enjoy your outlandish explanation and entertain your audience. See you again in my next storytelling DIY video.